Hey guys, it's Scott Harris, the founder of Ultimate Expert and Ultimate Coach Professional. We train the world's best coaches. Giving you a quick session today on what I think are the top 5 keys that you need to become a great coach, speaker, mentor, and guru. My top 5 keys on what you need to do to be able to be a great coach, speaker, mentor, guru, and monetize your expertise. And make no mistake, in the 21st century, the marketplace for monetizing your expertise has never, ever been better. Now, I should forewarn you, my list of these 5 things is not completely exhaustive. There's probably other things I would add to this list, but these are my top 5 keys that if you want to get into the marketplace right now, if you want to monetize your passion, your mission, your experience, your wisdom right now, these are the things that I'd get you to focus on first if I was working with you in a one-on-one fashion. And the first is, I'll say this, the first is, number 1 is not going to be anything at all about marketing, ClickFunnels, landing pages, opt-ins, Kajabis, Infusionsoft. My number 1 thing is not going to be any of those things, even though I believe those things are all important. My number 1 thing is if you're going to expertly lead people, you've got to be congruent. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that's how it's spelt, but the number 1 thing, if you want to create a brand, and a brand is something that goes on for 3, 5, 10, 20, my good friend Tony Robbins, 40 plus years. I've been doing this for more than 2 decades, my friends. I'm going to tell you, you got to find a way to make sure that you are congruent in your message, congruent in what you're teaching. As my friend Keith Cunningham would say, you got to be eating your own cooking. Now, the caveat to that is that doesn't mean you're meant to be perfect. I am not perfect. Yes, I know. If I got my wife in here right now, she'd be like, he definitely is not perfect. The goal's not to be perfect. I got stuff that I'm working on. I make mistakes. I have to apologize for things. I have to remedy things. I don't always follow through on my word. But my job for me is to be congruent, which means am I moving forward? Am I continually stripping myself back? Am I using the work on myself? So that's kind of my number 1 thing. Are you congruent? Are you actually, everything you're teaching with your clients, everything you're working with from stage, are you actually applying it to yourself? Are you doing your own wheel of life? Have you got a category that's going great, but one that's not going great? Are you working on that? Are you dealing with that? Have you got some wounds from your past? Have you cleaned them up? Have you got a vision board? Have you doing all the things that as a teacher, coach, mentor, guru, expert, you're probably doing with your clients? Are you doing them on yourself? That's kind of my first one right there. Actually, am I being congruent? My number 2 important critical skill in being a great coach, speaker, mentor, expert is you actually have to have a system and structure. You actually have to have a process. You have to have some science. You have to have some reason behind what you're doing, when you're doing it, and why you're doing it. You know, if you're just going to jump on stage and speak charismatically, if you're just going to jump on stage and tell a great story, if you're going to just jump on stage and, I don't know, reveal true emotions, they're all useful traits to be able to do, and they might get your foot in the door, they might get you on stage, but they're not going to help you build a long career. They're not going to have clients come back to you again and again. So you need to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where it's going to be. And if you think about it, if you went to a video store, which, well, you wouldn't do because it's not 2003, but if you did, or you went to Netflix, you'd look on all the video channels and there'd be systems and structures behind what you're doing. There'd be the horror films, there'd be the romantic comedies, there'd be the documentaries, there'd be the kids films, the science fiction films. And within each of those categories, there'd be some systems and structures to how those stories are put together. Same thing with coaching. There's got to be a system and structure to that. Same thing with speaking on stage. There's got to be a system and structure to that. Same thing with teaching and mentoring. There's got to be a system and structure to that. Can't just be random, can't just be ad hoc, can't just be, you know, some cool stuff from doing something for 20 years, but it needs to be chunked into usable frameworks for your clients to get and to understand so they can use it. So that's kind of my second critical skill to being a great coach, speaker, teacher, mentor, expert from the stage. Third one, I love the third one. The third one is, and nobody's telling you this, you actually need some coaching on your coaching. You actually need some mentoring on your speaking. You know, I'm so astounded by how many people are putting themselves out there on speaking, coaching, mentoring experts, and they don't have a mentor. They don't have a coach. And whether it's, you know, I was watching England's leading test run scorer. And if you know cricket, great. If you don't, it doesn't matter. But England's leading test run scorer just retired recently. And the first thing he did was thanked his mentor, who was an English cricket captain years ago. You know, I was listening to an Ed Sheeran song last night with my family after dinner. We like to do sing-alongs after dinner. And I noted that Ed Sheeran's mentor is a man called Elton John, and they have a weekly phone call with his mentor to build his career. Now, you might go, Ed Sheeran's pretty successful. He actually is. But he's still getting mentoring and coaching from somebody else. So I would say this, who's looking over your shoulder? Who's coaching you, giving you feedback, keeping you on track, and making sure you're continually raising your standards? I've been so blessed to have some incredible coaches, mentors, teachers in my life, and I still seek them out, whether I'm going around the world or around the country or online or reading books or meeting people one-on-one and paying thousands and thousands of dollars for that. I got to get coaching, mentoring, and feedback on the work that I'm doing. And that journey never ends. So that's my third one. My fourth one is I got to make sure that I keep going back to the well. And the well is this universal, endless source of knowledge and wisdom and experience and self-awareness and self-actualization. I need to be going back to the well again and again and again. That means, am I working on myself? Am I continually cleaning up my past? Am I continually building my future? Am I continually getting new skills and tools? You know, one of the challenges with being really great at something is you kind of tend to overuse it. Am I reinventing my questioning? Am I reinventing my strategies? And whilst there are some time-honored, proven techniques, you also want to make sure you're continually updating yourself with the way that the market is or what needs of popular culture exist. Am I continually investing in my own learning, my own growth, my own development, my own skill sets? And that means going back to the universal well of knowledge and information and data and experiences for the rest of your life. In the next week, I'm going to be participating in an event that I've even actually taught at that event, but my journey to go back to the well just goes again and again and again and again. That's my fourth key in how to be a great coach, speaker, teacher, mentor on stage, making millions of dollars. And my fifth key is going to confuse you. Before I reveal it, my fifth key is going to be something that almost nobody is talking about, and that is my firm belief that when I'm working with people, whether it be one-on-one, in person, whether it be one-on-one in this kind of unique format here or through video, or whether it's through thousands of people, 10,000 people at a time, I got to make sure that when I'm teaching, when I'm coaching, when I'm speaking, it's really important that I remain what I call a blank canvas. A blank canvas. And by that I mean it's really important that even though I've been doing this for 2.5 decades, even though I know lots of stuff, even though I've got a great slide presentation or some pre-organized notes here, even though I think I know who this person is because I've done some personality profiling on them, even though I've got lots of references experience and I'm the expert and the guru, I still want to be a blank canvas. And by that I mean I want to hold this person in my heart. I want to hold the audience in my heart and be really open to the fact that, you know what, maybe I don't know who they are. Maybe I'm a little less about judgment and a little less about, assessing them and more about being just open and genuinely curious and inquisitive and playful about who they are, what their needs are, how I can serve them, helping them, whether it's one-on-one or a large group, helping them find what's best for them, rather than me saying, well, you should do this, because that's my dad finger, and that's not a finger I want to use when I'm coaching, teaching, mentoring, and speaking. This is a delicate one, because on one hand, they've paid me tens of thousands of dollars because I know a lot of stuff, and I do. But I always want to balance that with making sure that I'm not in judgment, I haven't predetermined or pre-decided what's best for them, and that I'm continually bringing that curiosity, that playfulness, that inquisitiveness, and that real state of just being a blank canvas, so that every time we meet, every time we talk, every time we share, we're starting anew without any preconceptions of who they are. That one we could chat about all day. So with that, if you're looking to be a coach, a speaker, a teacher, a mentor, a guru, you're looking to get paid for that, for me, these are my top 5. Would I add to this list? Sure. And if we spent time together, I could add to it. But make sure you're congruent. Not perfect. I'm not perfect. Make sure you've got some systems and structure. Make sure you're getting some feedback on your work, some coaching and mentoring on your work. Make sure you're continually upskilling yourself and learning more about yourself. And then finally, make sure you hold that person in your heart and be a blank canvas without judgment, without perception, and without filters. Hope this has been useful for you. If it has, please like the page, please share the video, please do whatever you need to go and do. And of course, questions. I love questions. So if you've got questions or maybe a topic that you'd like me to cover, please just put it in the box down there, have a chat away, and I'll chat back with you. We'll have a conversation about that, and we'll do a conversation about that in public sometime in the future. Until then, get out there and go get some clients, do some great work. This is Scott Harris saying, live deliberately, and bye for now.